Right? So this is the problem with the 666 Antichrist beast system. That's why in the kingdom, it is not a government of the predators. It is a government of the people who are the kings and priests, co-heirs with Christ, Romans chapter 8:17. Amen. Decentralized. Antichrist 666 beast system, centralized. Right? So you can look at any kingdom of the world. When they centralize the Antichrist 666 beast system in government, it becomes Communist China. Notice that through this whole process of lockdowns and destruction of the economies and destruction of the West, etc., through all this, now the whole world is China, folks. Do you know China's open for business? All their manufacturing plants, all their production companies, they're open for business, but we have to stay locked down. And Bill Gates came on the news 2 weeks ago saying we're only going to be there just 10 more years. Just 10 more years locked down. Then he came out just a couple days ago saying it's forever. We can show you the clips. Because they never intended this lockdown to end. Now in the UK, Boris is now going for the second wave lockdown. It's designed that way, folks. It's designed to make everybody in the world poor and bow to the super predator class. Bill Gates, unelected official, never was a doctor, is not a doctor, is not a virologist. And he's very, very upset because bad boy Mr. President Trump created a vaccine where he got better in 3 days, and he says he's going to give it free to the public if they want it. He's not going to force vaccinate. And Bill Gates is angry about that because he showed the world that he got better in 3 days as a 70-year-old grandpa. Remember? If you're an old person with comorbidities, etc., and all these different things, it's a death sentence is what they were saying. President Trump is 70 years old, got the coronavirus. Within 3 days, he was out on the campaign trail running around like a young man in his 20s again. Yesterday, he was in Pennsylvania 4 times. Was it 3 times? 3 or 4 times. 4 times in Pennsylvania. 4 times in Pennsylvania. 4 different locations. Man is incredible. He has the Spirit of God flowing through him. They guaranteed that if you were 70 years old with comorbidities, your death rate, your chance of living would be almost nil, right? But so everybody had to save. You would be morally, you would be immoral. You are unethical. You are an evil person if you don't stay locked up in your room and wear a mask inside your room with nobody else around. You're an evil, morally evil person. It's not just that you disagree with the policies. You are morally evil. It's a condemnation of people's ethics and morality that you don't want to wear the mask and you don't want to stay locked up in a jail cell. So you're talking about Chinese communist lockdowns worldwide, folks, worldwide. We are literally living in China right now. How is it that our mom and pop shops, little groceries, farmer markets can't open? Because even in the open air, right? The farmer markets are closed down. Even in the open air, open air, a lot of oxygenation, a lot of sunlight. It's bad for the virus. They cannot open. But a big Walmart with 90% of its goods from China can't open. We might as well be shopping in Beijing or Shanghai. We're forced to buy from the Chinese right now. I'm sorry, aren't they the ones that unleashed this hazard upon the earth, killing about 2 million folks? But of course, no, it's not the Chinese. Don't be ethnocentric. It's President Trump. You know, his terrible response has left the world in shambles. Hello, he didn't make the virus. He didn't spit it out into the air. He even got your virus and he got better. And he made a vaccine, which he's going to give for free if people want it, and he's not going to force vaccinate. Bill Gates is pulling out his hair. He's so angry. Because Bill Gates' family is involved in Planned Parenthood. His father was a head chair of Planned Parenthood. The organization that was founded by eugenicist racist Marcus Sanger that has genocided over 54% of the black community. Over 7 million people, 70 million since 1973. And for the first time in history, we have the chance, because of President Trump, to be able to strike down that satanic law which allows for the legal killing of babies. We may be able to strike that law down for the first time since 1973. Since when is it strange to say, hey, don't kill babies? When did that become bad? Do you see what I'm talking, folks? These people are filled with the spirit of the Antichrist and of Satan. And they desire power. They desire power. Because they don't seek God's love. They don't seek God's will. They don't seek to lose themselves for his sake. They seek power, money, licentiousness, lust. Look at Hunter Biden. Absolute, despicable, disgusting, demonic, wretched, wicked criminal. Going over to the Chinese, going over to the Ukrainians, going to the Kazakhstan, going over to Russia, making all these pay-for-play deals with his father as a vice president, now being caught with all the emails, etc. Big tech covering up for him. Him denying a Joe Biden coming out saying, my son is a moral man. Are you kidding me? What type of morals you have? Crazy Biden Schmeiden.